Well, hello travelers, Todd and Michelle here for Traveling Around Disney, and this is the last day of the year. We want to do a question and answer, so where do we come but to our favorite resort, Riverside. So come along as we dine in the quick service and answer your questions and answering questions.
Answer the questions.
The Q&A. So come along and let's get into the Q&A. Well, hello travelers, and happy last day of 2023. When you are viewing this, it is January 31st.
I was gonna say, no, not today.
Yeah, no, not today.
It's
the day before. It's January 30th for us. You guys are watching on the 31st. We requested that you send in some questions, some Q&A, and we actually are answering one of the very first questions where we're sitting. Because somebody asked, what is our favorite resort on property? And I'm kind of speaking for the family as a whole. Riverside is our favorite resort. I believe it's Michelle's favorite resort. It is. So we have come here to Riverside to have some lunch, go over our question and answers, Q&A. Is that what it is? Q&A? Question and answers doesn't sound right. And just let you know.
Well, we might have answers.
No, we might have answers. Well, we got a ton of questions. Thank you so much, guys.
I didn't want to know ahead of time. I want to be like a little surprised.
Yeah, okay.
I know a couple, but not.
We're gonna see. There's a couple questions I'm not gonna ask her because I'm afraid of the answer. So.
Aw, that's not fair.
You want me to ask you that now?
What?
Knowing what you know now, would you have gotten on the camera sooner on our YouTube channel?
Sooner? No.
Later?
Yes.
Okay, so there's
Would
one
I
of the
be
answers.
on camera at all? Probably not.
Should be like Katie. Katie's never on camera hardly. So, okay, we're going to order some food. We tried to mobile order, but they don't serve everything on the mobile order that they serve here. So we're going to look at the menu, take a look, go get us some food, and answer some of your questions.
So Todd wanted to get the drinks. I asked him I wanted everything on my burger, and this is how they brought it. But check out all the pickles. Like, we have enough for you guys.
By the way, the pickles and the onions are a free-for-all. So I got extra pickles because I like those pickles.
Gotcha.
So I got those.
I thought they gave it to you.
Did you answer any questions while I was gone?
No, I was just showing them.
No?
Food.
You want to do one? Here we go.
Oh, sorry.
Let's see, best appetizer on property. That's easy for me. That's the miso frito over at the Turf Club. Yeah, Turf Club.
Yeah, I would agree.
You would agree with that? Okay.
Just because I can't think of anything else, but that is good. But the bruschetta with the bread at Wolfgang Huck's is really good.
Yeah, that's good. The tomato spread. I'll give you that. That's a good runner-up. And then another question was, where are we from? Born and raised Floridian right here. I was born in West
Florida.
Virginia.
I was born in the hospital in Ocala. There was only one back then.
I was born
we had
in
to get there by horse and buggy.
I was born in a holler up on a West Virginia mountain in a cave. No. Think St. Albans. I think I was born on St. Albans. Lived in Dunbar, Nitro. If you West Virginians know that.
He's a transplant, right? Is that what they call him?
Yeah, transplant. That's exactly what we're
Not
called.
me. I was born and raised here.
Okay.
Do you want to try some jambalaya?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
I wanted something warm today. They didn't have soup, so I
No,
wanted
they
some
didn't.
jambalaya.
This is probably warm as spicy.
I
Looks
think
good.
I've had it before. I can't remember.
I think so.
So to me, it's brand new.
Cheers, honey.
Cheers.
And by the way, that was one of the questions. I have no idea where cheers started, but we just cheers to start the meal, celebrate the meal.
Seemed like the thing to do.
Mm.
That's pretty good.
Nice and thick and hearty.
Yeah,
Nice.
a little spicy.
Yeah.
Like a 3. That's baby spice.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I would have gone more towards the 5 mark. But hey,
And I got fries in my burger. I called that like a succotash.
That is exactly what that is. That is a succotash. And it's one of my favorite things here, along with the mashed potatoes, because they leave the skins on. Let's see. We'll answer these questions as we go along. And before we answer any more, don't forget, if you're not a subscriber, our fellow traveler, hit that subscribe button down below and give us a big thumbs up. We greatly appreciate it. Okay, date night, which we have date nights all the time.
Our whole life is a perpetual
Been one
date
perpetual
night.
date. She's still trying to get her rid of this date. What's your date night spot? Where would you go for a date night here?
Here on Disney property.
Yep.
Disney Springs for a movie and Salt and Straw for ice cream.
That's a great answer.
That would be my date night.
That's a great answer. Do I have to get popcorn?
Yeah, of course.
Popcorn, of course.
And M&M's.
By the way, that's her favorite snack on property.
Yeah.
Mine's the caramel popcorn. Hers is a regular popcorn.
Any popcorn from any
place.
Property.
My date night would be, I still like flying fish if I'm really going to try to impress you and think I got a lot of money. You know.
You better take me to Victorian Hours if that's the case.
No, that's engagement. That's engagement. Come
So
out.
I never
with
get to go, ever?
No, you get to go.
Oh, you mean like an ordinary date night?
Yeah, ordinary date night. Victorian Hours every date night. But I would say the sleeper, because I actually think this is the sleeper restaurant that nobody thinks about. The most underrated restaurant, since that was one of our questions. I think the Turf Club at Saratoga Springs is a great date night and a great underrated restaurant.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah, I think because of the food, the atmosphere, and the cast, the service is always fantastic there. So, sound good?
Do we have to say the
Most overrated?
Overrated?
I'll tell you right now. I think Whispering Canyon is overrated. I know some of you guys like that. Hot take. But I'm not a big fan
You're
of
not gonna
Whispering
like me
Canyon.
for my answer either.
Go ahead, say
It's
your
still
answer.
Chico.
Oh,
why.
that's.
I'm sorry, but when you can walk
I try
across
to
and
forget
get
about
Boma,
Chico.
Like, why is Chico even open? Like, it should be an extra place to sit for Boma.
Okay.
Sorry. I'm sorry, but...
On that, we're going to go back to eating some of our food, and we'll come back and answer some more questions.
Sorry. So the very first question on the list is, how long have we been together?
How long have we been together, Michelle?
I remember the year. No, I remember the day.
I would hope so.
April 19th,
Right?
1982.
That is correct. That means it'll be 42 years this coming April that we have been together. And we have been married for 37 years. That's a long
Yep.
time.
My grandmother was upset because we lived in sin before we
Yeah,
were
we live. That was her grandmother. Sweetest woman in the world.
She's no longer with us, so I can laugh about her.
Yeah.
She was really upset.
And we have 2 daughters and 2 great sons. So, somebody asked this question. Since y'all know Prince is my favorite musician, Michelle never gets to say who her favorite is. So, who's your favorite, Michelle?
Well, I'm a little eclectic on my music. I used
That
to
is
like
true.
Steven Tyler until he got old and fell off the stage. So I had to pick a new one.
I think it's when you seen his toes in the sandals. That's what you threw you off for a loop.
I actually like. Oh my gosh, I'm all over the place.
Yeah.
The ones that come to mind are like The Weeknd,
The Weeknd.
Lil Wayne.
Did anybody think she would say The Weeknd or Lil Wayne? No.
I do like Taylor Swift. I'm a Swiftie.
Yeah.
My favorite? Oh. Well, no, my very favorite has to be Annie Lennox. I forget about her all the time.
Yep. Annie
my
Lennox.
And that's in my wave of like Fleetwood Mac. I love them.
Yeah. And when I first met Michelle, her hair, she had that flip back, going old school,
It was the Farrah Fawcett.
Farrah
flip.
Fawcett flip, that Stevie Nicks look. That's what drove me crazy about her. So, oh, there she goes. That's favorite.
That's a long time ago.
What's the favorite thing about the channel?
My favorite thing about the
Yeah.
channel? I don't have to be on it all the time.
She really wanted to say, it's meeting you guys. That's our favorite thing about the channel.
Of course.
But if she doesn't have to be on it, she's happy to.
It is. Actually, that goes without saying. That is my favorite thing. I was actually thinking about that today in the head of this question and answer. And I just don't have words for the amount of wonderful people that we have met and have became friends, and we just know there's so many more out there. So to look forward, like, I just love to meet every single person and like hear your story and hear what brings you to Disney, and it's just amazing. You know, when you in my field, because I'm in the healthcare field, so I get a lot of stories from my patients and things, which are generally, you know, not the brightest of stories, because we're talking about people that are ill and sick. So to have this channel with people being healthy and full of life and full of the future, it really will make you appreciate what you have and second guess yourself. Like, are you living the best life you can? So that's a good thing about the channel, to kind of help me sort of figure out and get through this part of my life, like not having the kids at home and transitioning with just the big kid at home. But
Well, that is a great answer.
I truly can say I don't think there's anywhere else on this planet that I'd rather be than right here today. So I'm thankful for the channel for that.
Okay. I don't think I need to say anything else.
I mean that.
We'll leave it at that, because that's a fantastic answer. Vacation other places, which we have started vacationing other places.
Yes.
With some fellow travelers that have become great friends. We went to Biltmore, which was fantastic. And yes, we want to go see other places.
And the
There's
cruises. Well, that's going to be like our vacation from the vacation. So we have this all the time, every day. Our life is like a vacation. And then our vacations will truly be like away from the vacation kingdom. So
I agree.
there's spots we want to go.
I got to cross these off as I ask them.
Some of the things I definitely want to get to Key West. And I want to go to Vero Beach. I want to see that. I want to see some of the Disney properties not located here. I want to get back out to Disneyland. Definitely want to go to Alani if we can, you know, make
Yeah.
that happen. We are kind of trying to put together a trip for. It's kind of still, I'm not sure, but we're talking about maybe going overseas for the first part of the year.
Which was one of the questions. Are you ever
Say-
coming to England or London?
I think we might.
Yeah.
We might. We're really trying. If we can get, you know, we've got to get some logistic things done here, like passports and things like that. We don't have a passport. And
That was another answer to a question,
Okay.
Ellen.
We're working on it. It takes a little bit of time now, you know, post the thing that happened.
Yeah.
So
So yes, we will be.
I'm not afraid. I used to be afraid. Like I always said I didn't want to end up, you know, in a cage in a jungle, because my family, you know, they wouldn't have enough money to get me back out.
So
get me
we-
home.
so
I
we
would
would all-
tease and say I don't want to go anywhere.
Yeah, we would all laugh at her. It says, how many jungles are there in England and the United Kingdom? I haven't seen many jungles over there, but
it's different now that we have friends, and now it's a destination to go to rather than just a very long plane ride. So that definitely makes me want to go more.
yeah,
So
I definitely agree with that. So yes, we will be traveling more. And I think the best way we're going to get to see Key West, I think we may try to take a cruise that stops at Key West.
true.
Two birds with one stone.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
want
best
to try
way to
the
do it.
Virgin cruise line
Yeah.
before I settle on, you know, Royal Caribbean.
That's the benefits for me for Royal. They just offer too much.
Disney's always my first choice. It's just so expensive.
It is.
And here's a quick little announcement on the merchandise side of things. We are planning to do a launch on January 7th. So we're going to come out with some brand new cookie flavors. And also, I've tried my hand at chocolate dipping. So we have some chocolates that are coming out. I've made some like Buckeyes. It's basically like peanut butter fudge covered chocolate
Yep.
bits. They're really super good. So we're going to have some of those on it. So check it out, windermere.com. And we have our t-shirts still listed there too if you're interested. Also, in addition to that, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but we did open up our membership tab onto
Oh,
the
yeah.
site. So we decided on one level, It is $4.99 a month to be a member. It gives you like little emojis and things next to your name, so when you chat and comment, we've got it separated into like brand new members, and then if you've been a member at 6 months or if you've been a member a year, so it'll kind of recognize you next to the comment that you write on the channel. So that's where we're going to start. We might be adding some stuff here in the future, some like member themes. But we were going toward this. You guys know that we closed the Patreon. Just feel like if we're going to be on YouTube, we're going to support YouTube, so we want to be on that platform fully. So that's why we decided to do it. It is optional. You don't have to. There's no pressure. If you just, want to help support the channel and, what the crazy stuff we get into.
There's a lot.
It's there. So you'll notice the little tab that just says join up at the top of your bar on whatever device that you're watching on.
Okay.
So give it a like. If you want to, it's there.
I haven't even, let me take a look at that. I might have to become a member. Really? It's on there? Mm-hmm. She does things to the channel sometimes. She'll come out and say, oh yeah, by the way, I did this, this, and this. And I'm like, oh, okay. Let's see here. We'll ask a question while I'm looking this up. Best breakfast on property. I was lucky enough to look at the list first, so Michelle has to think a little longer.
What's your answer?
That would be Boma for breakfast. Those sticky buns that they have over at Boma with the white cream sauce and the caramel and pecans. Fantastic. If I'm gonna go sit down, I'll go to Ale and Compass. Probably the best breakfast value on property.
I agree with that. Right now, my new favorite is Summer House. The Summer House on the lake. Those strawberry waffles are just unbelievable.
I knew she was gonna say
really
that.
Good. So
I knew
for
she was gonna say that.
brunch, I think that's a good option. I don't know about best, but it surely is pretty good.
It was
We've
good.
always liked Ale and Compass. That's runs a close second too.
Yeah, I agree
It's a
there.
nice place for a serve. They have a good variety.
And then,
almost good.
Then we always get this question, and me, Jay, and Michelle battle this question out a lot. Where's the best bread pudding on Disney property?
Oh my gosh. Oh, on Disney property?
There's the tricky part. Well, technically it
runs
was
close to
Disney
me.
property at one time.
Raglan Road versus House of Blues.
Right. For me, it's House of Blues.
That would be
I
followed
love
by
House of Blues.
Sebastian's bread pudding.
Oh yeah, but no.
It was the old Ohana's, but
Which you can get at Banana Cabana right next door. So that's always an option.
and then off property, we all know Columbia hands down.
Yeah, that is it. That
Hands
is
down.
it.
Columbia Restaurant in Celebration.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you one more question because I want to finish my burger here.
Okay.
If you could only eat at one spot from here on out, where would it be?
I already said that. I saw that question.
Oh, okay.
I picked Boma.
Did you pick Mama? Yeah.
Just because it's got a variety and good. If it's the only place I could ever eat from now on, I'd pick Boma.
And mine would be Chef Mickey's because I get to see the Fab Five, and the menu's not too bad. So that would be mine. If I could eat anytime, all the time, it'd be Chef Mickey's.
Too noisy.
And that's true.
But I
I
understand.
like the
I get it.
excitement. To our next question, where do you work at Disney, and do we both work for Disney? Work at the Contemporary and merchandise. That's where I work.
I used to, but I don't anymore.
Yes, no longer anymore. Actually, she was the very first person in our family that got a job at Disney way back in the day.
I never actually worked a day. I
Right.
didn't even get through the training, but
Right.
I got offered a position.
Yeah, sure did.
I was going to be at the, they do things here in like zones, or they used to.
Yep.
And it was at Hollywood Studios, which was MGM back then. And then they had like that one corner that they had the candy shop on. I was going to work that little corner.
Yep,
But, I was a nurse still then, so
that was
I
hard to
always try
say.
to give up on nursing all through the years. So I thought I wanted to make candy instead, and I couldn't. I had to stay in nursing.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to stay a nurse.
I'm sorry. Look where I am today.
I know. Look, we're here at Riverside, having a great lunch, answering
Still
the question
working.
of the travelers.
Of course, now I'm a practitioner, so that's nice.
And that is
It is
nice.
a little different than being a nurse. But
Yeah.
that's nice.
A lot different than being a nurse. Someone asked if we collect Disney. I used to collect everything Disney that came out. I don't anymore. I learned quickly that I can take that money and get experiences.
You guys would
So-
cry if you saw the amount of stuff we had to get rid of when we moved. It was like, it's just not worth anything. There's so much stuff now that it's really hard.
I didn't
Back
get rid
in
of any
our
of my
day-
Disney stuff. I got it all. It was all that other stuff we had to get rid of, so I could keep the Disney stuff.
There was so much stuff that we didn't.
Yeah, you're
that we
right.
didn't move.
You're right.
We still have a lot now.
Yeah.
So if y'all want any of it, hit me.
Yeah.
Let me
Keep
know.
checking merchandise. Sooner or later, she's gonna start throwing the stuff up on there because we can sell anything on there.
I thought about that. I thought about putting the stuff in the popcorn buckets.
You know, you could do that. You could put like
Could I,
the
like,
cookies in the
sanitize
popcorn
it?
buckets. That
I don't
would-
think I would want to use popcorn.
You'd be getting rid of my popcorn bucket. God. Huh. Why did you start YouTube? Just go back and look at video 1. You'll understand the reason I started, because I needed something to do after Disney said you were through during that time.
The
that
real
we-
reason was I had to go to work. He had to go to work.
Yeah. So she's like, if I'm working, you're going to go make videos. So that's what we did.
No, it's true.
That's 100%
No, it's
true.
not. Go
Yes,
back
it
and
is.
Look at the one video.
What's your go-to meal here or home?
We can rock, paper, scissors it.
Well, I think we're probably both the same. Oh.
I've changed it. That's a question
Oh,
that
see,
I saw.
she changes questions on me. She changes
Ready?
the answers.
Just say your answer. Ready? 1, 2. You just say your answer.
Oh, because I won, I get to say spaghetti. Spaghetti's my
Pizza.
favorite food. Pizza?
Yeah, we get pizza all the time.
Yeah, but it's got to be hot. That delivered pizza is terrible.
No, it isn't. We get pizza all the
I
time.
hate cold pizza.
We get it all the time. I'm actually going to order a piece of pizza now.
Are you really? Okay. Because the burger was that good.
I'm debating over, do I want... They don't have a regular slice of pizza. They have a super slice of pepperoni pizza.
There you go. Super slice. Get you a super
So you can
slice.
get a super slice of pepperoni pizza for $11.79.
Need my glasses?
No. But if you just get cheese, it's $11.29.
So for 50 cents more,
You get pepperoni.
you get pepperonis.
It looks like you get like 6 pieces of pepperoni. But that's a quarter of a pizza. That's a super slice.
Go ahead, get that. Order it up.
Actually, it doesn't look like a quarter. It looks like a little less than a quarter. Like they get 5 pieces out of a large pizza. But a large pepperoni pizza is $21.
Okay.
So you can get less than a quarter for $11.79 or just a large one for $29.
Just order you some pizza, whichever you want. Which one do you want?
But the cheese is $20.99. So for a large pizza, they cost you $1 more for pepperoni.
This is what I go
This
through.
is what the picture looks like. So I'm gonna order it. Let's see if it's like the real thing.
Okay. Wait, you're not ordering a whole pizza, are you?
I was.
We don't need a large pizza. Where
Well,
we
I just went through the finances of ordering large versus a slice.
Yeah, it's $10 more, and then we have to carry it around.
But it's a quarter of the amount.
Okay, fine. Order you a large
All right,
pepperoni
no,
pizza.
super slice of pizza. Here we go. This comes with a choice of potato chips or carrots and celery with ranch.
Well, you know, they want you to get some healthiness in there.
I'll take the celery. All right, so that's what it looks like. That's sad.
This is what happens when I take her to quick service and she doesn't find something she likes
yeah,
to
you
eat.
should see it. We didn't eat them.
Carnage everywhere.
I want the carrots and celery.
Favorite Disney experience this year? Mine would be our cruise on the Fantasy. Absolutely love that cruise. Jesse, I miss Jesse at the Cove Lounge. I was there every day. Fantasy and the Dream. I love those two ships. The Wish is nice, but I'd sail on the other two before I'd go back on
You
the
know
Wish.
what, though? No, I have to. Mine would be the campground.
Oh, with the kids?
Uh-huh.
Well, that's always that's a family moment. I was
I
That was-
never laughed so hard. Like I bet that's the most I've laughed in the past
At-
3 years.
I
Like,
wish I
it
could have
was
recorded
hilarious.
everything for you guys. It was just so.
We played that game. It's called Hues and something. Hues and colors or hues and something. But it's basically everybody has to. You get a card and you have to like say what you think things
Yeah,
are.
okay.
So like if you think a grape is purple, then that's how you describe your color.
And everybody
But
tries to
drinks come
pick you.
red, green, and oh my gosh, we laughed.
Okay. But the best game that we played was Chameleon. Go ahead and get it. You need to go get
if you have a large
Chameleon.
family,
You will find out
you
how
can spot
well
who in your family.
are liars.
Yes,
I cannot lie.
he can't. But
Her and my 2 daughters, straight face, can lie to you.
they were
Straight face.
They're really good. They were shockingly
They-
good.
they
at
were a
being
great
able to
game.
deceive. Chameleon. It was pretty cool.
Okay.
You'll have to look it up. But it's
So
a
we'll
cool
go
game.
with Campground and Fantasy
Campground was
Cruise.
fun.
Okay. Okay, order your pizza. I'm gonna
Did you
go
want
get some more
a
drinks.
cupcake or anything?
No. I got enough food at home.
Okay, so I just hit the prepare my order for the pizza.
Did you let them know
The
you're here?
Slice, the super slice. I just hit all
I swear.
Super slice of pizza. Yes, our order number is 1061.
Okay. 1061. 10 and 61 together is 71. Not a number that should be very important to her. What was
It adds up to 8.
10 and 71? 10 and 61 makes 71, which adds up to.
What's the next question?
That's my football number, by the way, was 71.
What's the next question?
Because I love Disney so
What's
much.
the next question?
The next question: any other Disney parks you would like to visit?
Yeah, I'd like to go to. What is the one with the seas? Tokyo?
Tokyo.
I want to see Tokyo.
I want to go to all of them. Tokyo, because we don't own that. We only own 5% of that resort. So everybody says that is the resort to go to. So we're going to go there. Ever wanted to be a DVC member? I've wanted to. I've
live
thought
here.
about it.
We live here.
I tell you what, though, if they made a moderate resort like Riverside here into DVC, I might think about it.
I've never wanted to be.
I
I think it's great. It serves a purpose for the people that buy into it and why they're buying into it. But for him and I, living here and so close,
Yeah,
it just never
that's
made
a tough
sense.
one for us.
I couldn't make the math. Like, we can get, especially as an employee, you get discounts and he can get things that make it better. So, would I want to own a piece of the magic? Sure, but that's the only draw.
Yeah, I agree there.
Financially, I don't think it would be beneficial for us to do that.
Yeah, especially now. Me getting in the long in the tooth ages.
We have an extra room. We could sublet that as a DVC.
No, listen.
DVC-ish.
Listen, we can
It comes with
Airbnb.
cookies.
We can Airbnb
All
a
the
room.
cookies you can eat.
Now you're gonna have people want to Airbnb our room.
Free cookies.
Yeah, I think Helen's turning
And
her
free
place into an
chocolate.
Airbnb. Do we follow local sports teams? This was asked by
Sadly, no.
one of our biggest soccer fans across the pond, John and Zoe. I do remember who asked that question. I only follow one sports team, and that's a college team, and it's the Florida Gators, because my wife graduated from the University of Florida, Caitlin graduated from the University of Florida, and Sabi graduated from the University of Florida. So we are
The Gators.
Gators through and through. So that's who we follow. Not Seminoles.
Well, Becca's. I have a degree from UCF, and Becca's affiliated with that school. That's where she got her degree.
So let's
So
go.
I'm kind of a little of both. I'm a Knight and a Gator.
So Michelle, I said, Michelle, where'd you graduate from?
I graduated from UF.
There we go.
Well, it's my highest
Nah,
degree. But
That's
I did.
all- that's all
I
that
got
matters.
my bachelor's at UCF.
I graduated from Dunellen High School.
Barely.
With her help. She helped me get along. Oh, your order's ready.
for me.
1061 is ready. I'm going to go get it.
So this might make it a little cost effective.
Yeah.
Because I got the accoutrement of ranch with the
Celery.
celery and carrots. That's a lot.
That really
That's
is.
a lot in there.
You can go home and make a stew out of that. There's so
And-
much in there.
The pizza came in the box, which is sort of light as a feather.
Did you get pepperoni or cheese?
Pepperoni.
Okay, we're going to see if it's correct.
Ready? First look.
That's a pretty good slice.
That's it.
That's a pretty good slice. It's like 2 pieces. And it is a quarter of the pizza.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. pieces of pepperoni.
So Michelle was
I
correct.
sound like that. Who was that? Count Dracula on Sesame Street.
One.
Pepperoni.
But Michelle was correct. It would have been more cost efficient to get the whole pizza. But we did not need
it
the whole
cut?
pizza. No, it's a super slice.
Super fat.
Just bend it in half.
Super fat.
I'm gonna ask a question while you're eating your pizza.
Cheers. You want a bite? We're gonna get pepperoni.
Only you eating pizza.
We used to get this all the time. Every time we came to stay.
Do you remember when they used to deliver them to the rooms?
I do
That was,
remember.
oh my gosh. The kids love that when we get pizza delivered to the rooms. Okay. Will the Disney Dining Quest ever be completed?
God, I hope so.
The problem with the Disney Dining Quest, which yes, we will sooner or later have eaten at every location. They change the menus, so we try to go back to other places because of the menu changes. So that's why it's taking us a while. That we just find out we have favorites.
Okay,
Summer
so
House
here's what's
opens up.
happened.
What's that?
Wait. So here's what's happened with that. We have a list, right? I have a spreadsheet of all the restaurants that we had to eat at.
Yeah.
We went to our favorites, and then we had favorites that we had to go back to again because we liked it.
Yeah.
And there's only so many times per week that we really eat out, so it does really limit you. So we try to save some of the bigger restaurants for bigger milestone numbers, and especially like the very end.
Right.
We all know the end video will be probably Victoria and Albert's.
Yes, it will
We
be.
still have California Grill,
Yeah.
and then we have some little ones here and there. But other than those two, the rest of them are going to be really hard to go to.
The
'cause
Swan,
they're
I mean,
not ones I really look.
I know the
forward
Swan
to.
and Dolphin's got some nice areas, but I'm just not too into them. Sorry.
So, I'm gonna make that a goal this year to at least finish all those up. I want to get a playlist of them on for you guys in the number order that we did it, so they would be easy to see.
That's a
But
lot of work.
remember, there was like over 400
And 23.
plus restaurants and quick services to eat at, and it's a lot. Have we ate at all the restaurants now? Yes.
Yeah,
ate
we've
at
eaten
every
everywhere
place,
on property.
but
We just haven't
not on
recorded.
film.
Right.
Or I call it film, but we
Yeah.
haven't recorded it. So
We-
hopefully we'll finish that up this year. I can tidy it up into a little package it's easier to see.
She is going to start sending me out into the parks to go ahead and finish the park quick service
Yeah, because
locations.
he can do those.
There's only a couple. I mean, of course, all the Epcot restaurants that she wants to go to, but some of the little stuff she doesn't really need to go to or
Yeah,
wants to
there's
go
like,
to. Monsieur Paul's.
Akershus. How do you say that?
Akershus.
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 You still have to go there.
Got to go Spice Road Table, Monsieur Paul.
That won't be so
Yeah.
bad. That's one of
Yeah.
the big ones though.
The Chinese quick service. Want to go there?
This is a big
She's going to get her pizza. I'll answer another question. Oh, how long did we have the bakery? Which we did have a bakery in Dunellen, Florida. It was called Patty Cake Cafe, and we had that for a year and absolutely loved
Exactly 1 year.
it. Yeah.
We closed it on almost the date we opened.
Because once again, Michelle was a nurse trying not to be a nurse.
Yeah.
But she's like, I'm going back.
We did.
I'm going
really
back to
well.
nursing.
It was really kind of funny. It became, if you own a business, the business starts to own you. And
Yes.
that's what happened. When we first started, we sort of fell into it a little bit. I started out doing like cookie bouquets. And then from the cookie bouquets, then we got into the cakes and the decorating. Fun fact is, I had almost the whole family at Michael's taking a Wilton's decorating course as we were opening the
Yeah.
business. We were crazy. But we had some good recipes. We had some good friends and family at Denell when we opened.
So just like Munchandise, as our patty cake was, over time it gets much, much better. Much better.
Well, no, we're way ahead of the game now.
Time out here. Before we came in to shoot this video, or just to talk to you guys, Michelle's like, oh, we ought to do a walk around and walk around the lake and walk around the resort and answer questions.
I didn't
That
know
ain't
I'd have to forage for lunch.
That ain't happening. This is the view you're going to see today. We've had it, like I said, it's Riverside. How can you beat it? just come stay here. Just come stay here. It's great. We hope everyone has had a great 2023 going into 2024.
You interrupted my story.
Oh yeah, go back. Well, no, she interrupted your story. So go back to your.
Sorry.
I'm learning how to decorate a cake as I'm opening a cake business. Oh, I'm leaving it. It's all staying. Let's see. Top 3 off-property restaurants. This comes from folks from across the way, so they want to know where else they can eat besides Disney when they come over.
Bella Italia.
Okay. If she doesn't say the one place, I'm going to be shocked.
That's what I send somebody. That is always so hard. Because my first question is like, what are you in the mood for?
If Helen was coming...
she'd have to go to Olive Garden. Or Longhorn.
There we
That's
go.
What you're gonna say?
That's the one I was looking for.
That's not always a good, I don't know. I don't think Longhorns is a good for everybody. Like,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
a
it
steak.
is.
You have to really like steak.
They have some of the best chicken strips I've ever had in my life. John,
The Cinderella
remember that.
property? Definitely Bella Italia. They're gold star
100%. Where else?
rated.
That's 2. So Longhorns, Bella Italia. I know one of our travelers.
Columbia Restaurant. That's on my list.
Yeah.
You have to try that. That's a must-do.
White Castle is always up there for some people. You know you are. Yeah, Columbia. I love Columbia. That's a great restaurant. So those, that'd be my top 3.
You have to be like a food adventurer, but I still say hot pot. I think that's an interesting place to
Yes.
go. But
God,
you
that's
have
a good
to,
one.
You have to be a foodie.
Yeah.
Because it's a little different. It's not somewhere you want to take the whole family out.
It's where
a good like date night.
Where you get to cook your own meal
Yeah,
and then eat it, and then pay
Basically.
somebody $27 to do it.
Yeah, basically I sit and just make vegetable soup.
Yeah, that's all it is. That's all you and me hot pot is. But we'll take it.
You
Man,
want to bite?
no, I'm good.
Because look, I split it into like a cheese versus pepperoni.
Look at that. No.
It's not bad. Why do you don't like
no.
it?
No,
Why?
I don't.
It's nice and chewy.
It's almost cardboardish.
I rather enjoy this. This is what I hear all the time.
That's right. This is quite tasty, as I would say, not on that pizza.
It's better than the not burger.
It was burger,
Sorry,
Michelle.
Mike. I'm sorry, Mike. The jambalaya was good.
Here's this might be. I might have to stop the film for this so we can rest up for this question.
They're gonna say, "Would you please stop eating that pizza?"
Best part about vlogging and most challenging. Best part's meeting you guys once again. If you ever do see us out and about with a
I
camera,
have to be
doing
honest with this
whatever, please stop and say hello. We are no different than anybody else out there. I just put these out on YouTube. That's all. That's it. So please stop and say hello.
Are you ready?
Here she goes.
I could get on a soapbox for this, so he's gonna have fun editing this.
But you know my editing style. It may all stay in.
This is a hobby. I would say this is more a hobby for him than it is for me. I do it because it's fun and I get to meet you guys, and he drags me along kicking and screaming. I like being the sidekick.
She does.
That. Being the sidekick does put you in the line of fire at times. So I wish everybody, especially those who are quick to comment and say their thoughts, to stop and take a breath and realize this isn't going out in the abyss of social media where nobody's gonna read it, nobody's gonna care.
Yep.
There's 2 people behind this channel that live and breathe pretty much this. Everything we do is for you guys. Everything we film is for you guys. Everything we try and taste. All we're trying to do is bring you a taste of the magic at home. you know, we've
Until
been
you
there.
can get back. Yeah.
We've had vacations here. We miss it. We want to see what it's like. And, you know, for me personally, when I get on YouTube, the things that I look and watch are things that make me happy. And they're things that take me back to a place that I was happy, or a time in our life. You know, we watch like, I'll give them a shout out, but we watch Simply Living Alaska, I think is what they're called.
Favorite YouTube channel out there.
Couple, they're just doing their thing up in Alaska. Not really homesteading per se, but they, you know, it's Alaska, so you have to make your own provisions. It is calming. She takes gorgeous photography.
Ariel
shots.
and Eric.
She does calendars. Anyway, I digress. The point is, it brings me calm and it brings me happiness. We watch other channels. Are there things that other people do that I sit and kind of, you know, what do they call that when you is it hazing, haze, or what is that word where you like, you know, you talk back to the camera, you're like, why don't they do this? I'm sure a lot of people do that to us. But there's something about putting that comment. It takes thought. You've got to write, you've got to push send, and you've got to wait for a response. So for me, that is the hardest part to handle, because it's the same old as a female, I guess. You know, I can get 100 positive responses and I can get one negative, and it's the negative one that you dwell on. And I often think, like, what is the point? What is the purpose? You know, you can think it and you can say it, but there's something different between writing it and then having your whole community read it. And then I have to make a decision. Is it something positive for the channel? Do we have to take it down? I hate doing that. Everybody's entitled to their opinions, but if there's one thing about this, and I know it comes with the territory, and everything we do, even in nursing in my career, there's pros and there's cons, and you have to outweigh, you know, are you able to handle the bad parts too? So the soapbox is that, like, you can't shield yourself no matter what. And I think there's always going to be somebody, whether it's a doubting, you know, I'm just going to say doubting Thomas, because we put names, I guess, now on things. No offense to any Thomases out there. My grandfather's name is Thomas. Anyway, you know, I
don't think anybody took offense to Thomas.
It's hard because
if you did, leave it in the comments down below.
The power of editing is everything. And if you don't realize that some of the things you see in some of the other channels that we know you guys watch, please remember the stuff is edited. It is made to look a certain way.
You only see what they want you to see.
Exactly. And it hurts me sometimes to know some people personally that aren't quite as they appear. And we said when we started this that if anything, what you see is what you get.
Yep.
And when we edit, we're editing for time. We'll edit for, you know, other people's privacy. But pretty much what you see is what you get.
Yeah.
I think we've had enough people that can attest to that. Like, we have dinners a lot with, you know, now friends that we've met.
We are who we are.
We are what we are.
Yep.
Am I perfect? Absolutely not. Is he perfect? Absolutely not. But we've been together a very long time, which I try not to take him for granted. But we do know each other just every single way. I know his response to every single thing he's going to do, and the same for me. So I know that comes across sometimes as, you know, maybe I'm a little bossy or straightforward or whatever, but trust me, you know, this is a very small portion.
Small dynamic of our relationship.
So anyway, the point is that if there was something I could change about that, it would probably be that.
I would say that is correct.
And I think you guys have noticed, for me personally, not being on camera and being the voice behind everything, I have an opinion, obviously, but to be able to put your face to it, that's hard too on this side.
It's hard.
I think I just got to a point where it's just like, okay, I don't care anymore. You just have to jump in, and whatever happens, happens. But hopefully, you know, we're not like the others. We're on the other side of our life, so to say. So a lot of the other channels and bloggers are at the beginning of their adulthood. So they have things to go through that we've already been. So we can do this forever. Like, this is just our
And I have said this from the get-go.
I hope that makes sense to you.
That this channel is done for not only you guys, but our 2 daughters and maybe grandchildren in the future.
Who are actually watching now.
Yes.
So hello, guys. I'm so proud.
Yes, I'm so proud of them. This is for them. So later on, when
if they want.
I don't know what I'm talking about or saying or doing, they can just put me in front of the TV and say, here, this is what you used to do, Dad. So,
Well, that's sad to think.
no, it's not sad. At least we got the memories. They're here. We can look at every Christmas the past 3 years
Every
and see
time, and trust me, the 1,000 times that I've said, maybe we shouldn't do this anymore, he'll look and say, what else are we going to do?
Yeah.
What else do you want to do? And I'm like, you know what, you're right. I would much rather, I'm talking to my friends. I'm talking to, those out there who don't really have a name yet, that don't comment, but that watch us all the time. I wish I did know you. I'm talking to Katie Shaw, I'm talking to Katie Vignola, I'm talking to Nate, I'm talking to Helen. I mean,
there's
hundreds
so
of
many
people that I even hate to start naming names because I'm gonna leave somebody out. But you guys, every single person that we went to dinner with, Jay and Patty, and you just don't realize what we get from you guys. It is a two-way street. It seems like it's a very one-sided thing, us sending to you all the time, but it's not. You guys truly give us more than you know. So, do the comments hurt? Do we read it? Yeah, I see them. We see them.
We answer and we answer.
We read every single one. He answers every single one.
And if I didn't answer your question in this question and answer, I'm going to go back. It's going to take me a couple days, but I'm going to answer every question that you guys asked. So that's why we're here. We're here for you guys and for us. And really, that was about the best last question I could have asked for this video.
We're just here. We're still here. Hopefully we'll be here. We're still fairly new in the game. It's only
3 years.
third year, which
Yep.
is young to some of the other channels. And we're keeping pace. You guys are doing good. You're helping us. Their comments help, and the follows and share
Telling
the videos.
other travelers about us, all that good stuff.
We're on pace with everybody else right where we should be. So, unless we have a lightning strike and a viral video, which doesn't look like we're going to have one anytime soon. We just
Maybe
keep
eating that
plodding
cardboard
along.
pizza, you might. I don't know.
We keep
So,
plodding along.
yeah. So 2023 for us was a fantastic year for us, for the channel, for you guys, meeting you guys, and honestly, we cannot wait to see what 2024 has in store for us and for you guys and all the.
Yeah, I think 2023 was my bridge. Not bridge. Bridge means a point from A to B, but it was more of like a hurdle that I think I'm now past. You can tell I'm old enough to be at that stage in my life where, you start questioning what you've done and why you've done it and what are you going to do in the future, and do I have any goals? Like, I really don't have a goal out there. I've done pretty much everything I've set my mind to, and I'm satisfied with that. So now it's just taking a breath, looking at what we have left, and, I live for the girls, and, Becca and Katie are just everything to me. And, Mike and Sabi are close behind, as close as you can get for not being my own child. And I just want to have lots more adventures and fun and
a lot more to go.
Family time, and I want to include, my mom a little bit more, and just take a breath. We've worked hard to get where we're at. I think it's time to enjoy it.
Yep, enjoy it.
So that's where we are.
Okay.
So Happy New Year to everybody out there. Happy holidays.
I'm glad she's here today because this gets me every time. So,
he's a big old baby.
So guys, thank you so much. God, I can't even do the outro.
I'm very lucky. I'm very blessed.
Okay, stop. You're not helping the situation. Okay, travelers, until next year, we hope you have a wonderful holiday, wonderful New Year's, and like we always say, until next time, travel and adventure is out there.
We love you guys.